Have you ever had that experience in your life where someone has distorted the meaning and somehow you've said one thing and then you realize they've taken a completely different meaning from that? That's nothing like what I meant. Hey guys, Tait here from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. Once again, I am here doing some more videos on the meta model, which is a language of being very, very specific. And the philosophy inside the meta model is all about helping us understand what we've actually removed in our filters, so we can start to understand the real problems and get under the surface quicker if you're helping someone or even helping yourself, so you don't get stuck in a negative story. One of those particular things is deletions, and there's a fantastic little story in this book right here, and that is called The Structure of Magic. The Structure of Magic was written by John Grinder and Richard Bandler, who are the originators of NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which is mindset techniques, and this was the very first model that they've written. And a lot of the NLP stuff is based on this meta model, among a few other things. And so inside the meta model, it's about getting under the surface of things. And this particular part of the meta model has three parts. It's deletions, distortions, and generalizations. This is part of the filtering process we all have to do in order to survive the world. But it has a few problems. It has a few benefits as well. And the goal of this is to get under the surface of the problems. An example of those problems is where in the book they tell us a great story about a gentleman whose wife was constantly telling him that she loved him and would say lovely things to him and say nice things. Now here's the problem. His model of the world, his filters were such that he did not believe he was lovable. He did not believe that anyone could say nice things. And so what he would do is he would either delete, distort, or generalize what he heard his wife saying and would just dismiss it. He would dismiss it out of hand because his model of the world did not match what she was saying. And so he reinterpreted her nice words, which might have been, you're a lovely man, your husband, you're handsome, you're smart, I don't know, whatever the words might have been. And so he's misinterpreted, oh, she's just after something, right? Because he had a model of the world that he disregarded the nice things his wife was saying. So this is a distortion. You have now flipped what someone's actually said because your filter won't allow you to accept the world might mean something different. You've done everything you can to make the world mean what your map is suggesting, that you're not lovable. And so this gentleman was shocked to realize that, oh, you mean she actually does mean that? Have you ever had that experience in your life where someone has distorted the meaning and somehow you've said one thing and then you realize they've taken a completely different meaning from that? That's nothing like what I meant, because their map of the world has filtered what they thought you meant. And this is what the meta model is very good for. It's very good for getting under the surface in relationships, with employees, with employers, with bosses, with partners, with marriage and kids, everyone. Get under the surface of what you think they mean. So it's good for you communicating to them, but it's also fantastic for you understanding the other person. Because in NLP, there is a presupposition that says the person who has the most flexibility controls the system, right? So if you can figure out what the other person is on about, you can maneuver and get what you want too, right? So it's a win-win situation. You understand them and you get to give them what they want, but you also get what you want. So this is what it's all about. And so in that husband-wife example, he was distorting the information. She was saying loving things to him and he was misinterpreting them because his map of reality, his model of the world, would not allow him. And what we do is these strange things where we do anything possible to maintain who we think we are, even if it's causing us pain. So if you're causing yourself pain, go check out your own map of the world, your own model of the world. Maybe you've got a belief in there that doesn't quite fit what's actually happening. Now, pain and suffering is the thing that leads us into all this change work, so you can get to know yourself so much better. You can get to know the people around you, and you can get to live a better life. That's a good idea, isn't it? All right, guys, this is Matt Tait from Fork in the Road, and that's the meta model and distortions. Fantastic. What do we do again? Distort, we delete, and we generalize. All right, have a fun day distorting, deleting, and generalizing your world and filtering out reality. And I'll see you in the next video. Matt Tait signing out. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see you in the next video and get my stuff on a regular basis. See you next time.